Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to do a little bit of a get ready with me. I am going to head into town and I actually need to get ready. FYI, those are my kids making all the noise. We are going to feature one of the new Melt Cosmetics Bad Side Zodiac palette. This is the Air one, and I also got some new Makeup Forever little goodies. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Liquid Lip, and I also grabbed one of the pencils, the artist pencils. Okay, so if you want to see how this palette performs and if I like it and what other goodies I put on my face, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, my lovelies, I will be fixing my hair at the end of this. It's a mess right now. Okay, so I already primed my face. I went into my Wet n Wild primer serum. I'm almost done with this. I think that is the second or third bottle I've gone through, and I did go in to this Smashbox mattifying primer in my T-zone and this Makeup Forever Hydra Booster Step 1 primer for the perimeters of my face. For today's foundations, I'm going to mix my Forever Dior, this is the matte, and the Forever Skin Glow Dior, so these two. This one's too warm and I'm honestly just trying to use some up, and then this one is more of a neutral shade, and I'm also going to mix in the concealer, the Forever Skin Correct Dior concealer. This is in 3N. The glow is in 3W. Why did I get W? I'm not sure. And the concealer is in 1.5N. So somehow these three just make the perfect shade. If I had to guess right now what my shade is, it would be 2.5N. Okay, so I just do like a half a pump of each of the foundations, and then I put a tiny bit of the concealer, and then I kind of just mix it in my finger. Some people don't like using their fingers. When it comes to mixing and applying my foundation onto my face, I prefer applying it with my finger than putting the foundation straight onto the brush. I feel like you waste product that way, and it like gets embedded way deep into your brush. I don't like that. Okay, so this is in It Brushes for Ulta. It's like a domed kabuki brush, and I'm just going to see how it creates like a good shade. But like I said, I think 2.5N is the shade I am right now. 3M is just too dark, which is weird because I feel like the new foundations, like the reformulated Dior foundations, they are running a tiny bit darker, because I remember testing 2.5N at Sephora. Like I swatched it and it didn't work, you know? It was a tiny bit too light, but I think right now that would be my best match. I didn't even use all of the product. I like the way my coverage looks right now because it looks very natural. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to apply the rest of that just because I don't want to waste product. It wasn't too much anyways. Okay, for concealer, I'm going to mix the Make Beauty. This is the Skin Mimetic Concealer in 5 Medium W and the Forever Dior 1.5N, just because this one's a little bit more of a hydrating product than the Dior, and I actually really enjoy this concealer. I mean, you can tell how much I've already used since purchasing it, which wasn't that long ago. This concealer and the tint were in my last 2 weeks rotation. I need to update my basket because I still have not picked a new foundation and concealer combo for this week. Also, I'm using the Dior, so I might as well just keep the Dior and pick one for next week. So I might just use the deal for the rest of the week. And a little bit here, there. As you can see, the 1.5N is just the tiniest bit too light, but with this concealer that I'm mixing it in with, it works out perfect. Plus, this concealer from Make Beauty does oxidize just a tiny bit, so it just works out perfectly. I'm using a Morphe and Jaclyn JH08. I got this like blemish right here. It was 46 degrees this morning. The cold is coming and I don't know if I'm ready for it. I got my boots to keep my feet warm when I go outside. Layering the clothes, I think it's going to be the most difficult part out of everything because I get cold very easily. I was born and raised for what, 20 years in California, and then lived in Houston after that from 2012 until 2022. So, you know, 10 years. Yeah, so we'll see how this winter goes. I'm optimistic, but also I'm expecting to be miserable. Okay, I am going to set my under eyes before I go in with some cream products. So what I do is I put the tiniest bit of Fix Plus. I dip my concealer brush and I set my under eyes with a setting spray. Okay, once this sets and it's partially dry, like it doesn't feel wet, then I grab my puff. For today I'm going to use the Big Tati Beauty one, which I'm sorry it's no longer available, and I dip into my under eye setting powder. Today I'm using the Makeup Forever pressed one. I dip into it, slap the excess, and then I go in here and press it in. That's how I set my under eyes, guys. If you're having issues with creasing even after setting your under eyes, try this. It might work. Okay, now we're going to do a tiny bit of cream contour and bronzer. For the contour, I'm going to use the KKW contour stick. I know this is no longer available, but I'm trying to use up some of the stuff that I have. And so that calls for me to pull this out. And this is your sign to pull this out if you own it too. This is a Sigma and Brianna Fox 5 brush. And I'm just going to see how easy that blends. I wish someone else or another brand came out with this formula because it's a really nice one. It literally just blends away. Well, not away, but you know, like the ease of this is crazy easy. For the bronzer, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty bronzing stick. This is in Happy Soul. This is part of my rotation. Like I said, I really need to update my little basket. So what I do is I go into my collection and I pull out items. What's the basket? I pull out items that I'm going to use for the next 2 weeks. And I try to pick stuff that I haven't used in a while. That way I am actually using up product. And instead of picking something every day or every time I do my makeup, I just pull it out, and that's what I use for like the next 2 weeks, including primers. And that helps me use up some products, you know. I know there's some people that do like the same thing but with like a daily drawer, daily basket, and they do it every month. I've been doing it every 2 weeks and I might do it every month. We'll see. This one also blends out super easy. And it almost goes from like a cream to powder. It's really nice. If you've been wondering about that, it's a good purchase. So if you're saving to get it for the Sephora VIB sale, I definitely would recommend it. Okay, I'm going to powder my whole face now, and unfortunately I'm using a powder. It's from Jeffree Star that, you know, I don't really support that brand anymore, but like I said, but I'm trying to use up some of this stuff. So I hate feeling wasteful, and I hate the fact that I'm featuring this product on my YouTube channel, but let's just forget that I said it was that brand. It's not the absolute best powder. It does not hold my oils. When I was using it with the tint, the Make Beauty tint, it was not holding my oils at all. I did use the Makeup Beauty tint with the Dominique Cosmetics and the Dominique Cosmetics powder. It is like, it's slowly becoming my number one because it did such a phenomenal job. It's such a good powder. Dominique did such a good job with that powder. Okay, for the bronzers, the powder bronzers, also the brush I used for the powder is just like a brush, very fluffy brush that I purchased from Amazon a really long time ago. And I still have it, and I still really enjoy it. Okay, for the bronzers, the powder bronzers, I'm going to mix the Make Beauty. This is the Skin Mimetic Macro Shade Bronzer in Aura. I really enjoy that formula. And the Hourglass Ambient Luminous Bronze Light. I'm mixing the two because I'm extra, you know? This is a Morphe and Ariel 858. So I'm just going to dip into both of the bronzers. So pretty. It's almost Halloween. Are you dressing up? I have two costumes. I have one of a voodoo witch, and it's like one of those, is it one size fits all? I don't remember, but when I tried it on, it felt a tiny bit big and a little bit loose on me, so I went and bought another costume, pirate costume. I'm trying to pick costumes that I'm not going to be exposed too much because it's going to be cold. If it was 46 this morning when we woke up, more than likely it's about the same temperature at night. And like, even though where we live, the houses are super far away and there's not your normal trick-or-treating like in neighborhoods or communities. They do a trunk or treat at the park right before you get into the community, or yeah, I guess it would be the community that we live in. So they are going to do a trunk or treat from 5 to 7, but I have a feeling it's going to be very chilly. So I'm trying to wear a costume where I'm not going to be freezing my ass off because I'm not about that life anymore. Aren't those so pretty together? That Make Beauty bronzer is so pretty. I really wish they would bring the brand to like Ulta or Sephora. Even though the shipping was fine when I ordered, but yeah, the quality of the products are really nice. Okay, eyes are primed. I did go into the ColourPop Goof Proof eyeshadow base, and now we're gonna dip into the Melt Cosmetics palette. This retails for $38, and it is the Mini Bad Side Zodiac eyeshadow palette. They came out with 4 different element inspired palettes. I purchased the Air palette, and the reason is because I'm a Gemini, and Gemini is an air sign. It has a 12-month shelf life, and it looks like it was made in Italia. Here is what the palette itself looks like. It's definitely a small little palette, and why it retails for $38. I do enjoy the Melt Cosmetics formula. It has a little saying right in here. It says, "We'll wait while you overthink this." I enjoy what they came up with for this collection. I personally think is cute. I'm not like super huge on astrology. I do, you know, look up certain things from time to time, but I don't let it consume my opinions and whatnot. Okay, so all these shades, the names are pretty flaky, mind games, chismosa, which is like nosy or somebody who likes to gossip, reckless, two-faced, ghosted, indecisive, and frivolous. I would definitely say that I can relate to a couple of those. Okay, so we're going to create an eye look with this eyeshadow palette. Okay, I don't even know where to start. And this isn't going to be like a super dramatic or inventive eye look. I am going to be seen by public after this. So I think we're going to jump into this shade here, which looks like a salmon-y kind of pink shade. Indecisive. This is a Sigma and Brianna Fox 1 brush, and let's see how this blends out. I'm sure I already mentioned it, but ColourPop Goof Proof eye base, and I did not set it. Okay, that's blending out very well, and even though on the pan it looks like a salmon-y kind of pink, I feel like it looks more actual, almost bubblegum pink on the lid. I am going to wing this out and bring it on my lower lash line. By the way, there is construction going on. I'm pretty sure in my last couple of videos, for sure in the Huda Beauty video, and I'll go ahead and insert a clip here so you could see what I am dealing with while filming. Okay, I totally forgot my honey brought me pumpkin spice. I think it's pumpkin spice latte. He went into town early this morning while I was getting my workout and to get an oil change on his truck before he hits back to work early Saturday morning. And I told him to bring me back a coffee. Okay, Chismosa is the next shade I'm dipping into. By the way, there's 8 shades in this palette. 4 are matte and the other 4 are shimmer or satin type of formulas, which is nice. Okay, this is a Sonia G crease brush, and I believe today her new brushes are available. I don't know yet if I'm going to pick them up. I'm very tempted. Let's see how this purple performs, because purple is definitely a shade that's hard to develop. Probably should have laid this shade first and then blended the edges out, but it's okay. Here we are. It's not doing too bad. A little bit on the outer corner. Okay, definitely not the best purple I have worked with. I would definitely suggest laying this purple down first and then blending out the edges. You'll probably get the best result that way. Okay, so Mind Games right here. This is a Sigma E45, and I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner. I'm honestly doing pressing motions first. When it comes to purples, I always tread softly. But this one seems to be performing better than Chismosa. But it's very pretty. It's almost like an eggplant kind of purple. Okay, I did put some of my trusty NYX glitter glue down. And I think I'm going to jump into Flaky and then another shimmer. I think Frivolous right here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Flaky and Frivolous after. So the darkest is going to go right next to the outer corner in the middle. This one's a little bit of a chunkier. It's like a hybrid between a satin and a shimmer. So it feels like a chunky shimmer, but it's a pretty color. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, now with my index finger, I'm going to jump into Frivolous, which feels like a more chunky. Like this is definitely a type of chunky shimmer. Oh yeah. Pretty. So beware of fallout. Usually glitter glue or Fix Plus or any type of setting spray helps with fallout. Okay, that's what it's looking like. Now I'm going to jump in to Reckless, which I honestly would not say I'm reckless. It looks like a shifty shade. Like maybe it has a shift of pink and purple. This is a Sonia G detail brush. I did spray it with Fix Plus, and this is what I'm going to use for the inner corner. Pretty. Yeah, I think it has like a purple pink shift to it. Okie dokie. This look is pretty much done. Okay, I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera, and I used the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I'm not sure what shade this is. Probably dark brown. That's typically what I go for. And I got this little sample of the Gimme Brow. This was Mel Thompson's favorite brow gel. So I've been testing it out and I'm not loving it. Okay, for the blush, mascara. I also went into mascara off camera, and I used the Merit and the Mild Cosmetics mascara. I like to layer my mascaras. Okay, now we're going to jump into some blush. This is a tiny little Orgasm X from NARS. So pretty. I felt this would go perfectly with this eye look, right? This is a Sonia G Soft Face. Such a good blush brush because it's so fluffy, you know? Oh yeah, this is perfect for this look. The regular Orgasm blush, which I think I talk about this in my NARS, the Star Glaze, the new Holiday 22 palette review. The original Orgasm blush, at least for now, since I still have some color on my skin from summer, it doesn't work. Like, you can barely see it and I have to really build it up. So when I purchased the palette, the Stargaze palette, I decided to purchase a little mini of the Orgasm X just so I can see if I like it, and I do. It's very pretty, and if I end up finishing this one, then I'll invest in a bigger one. But you guys already know that I love my minis when it comes to makeup. Okay, now we're going to jump into some highlight. I'm going to jump into my Hourglass Tiger palette. I've really been loving this. Such a good palette. I'm going to dip into both the highlights, this one and this one. This is a Sonia G Mini Cheek. I love this for highlight. I think it is the perfect shape. And just the hairs are just perfect for applying your highlight just beautifully. There are so many holiday releases. I'm a little overwhelmed. How are you guys feeling? Jeez, I feel like I've been filming nonstop. I've been filming 2 videos a day for the past 3 or 4 days. Crazy, right? It's just, yeah, I'm ready for the holidays to be over. I don't know. Christmas is coming. December is coming. Last year, I think I did 16 days of eye looks. I don't know if I should do the same this year. If I do, I should probably get started with the filming like now. So maybe I should, and maybe I should do a poll on here and you guys pick an eyeshadow palette. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to know and hear your input. Okay, I went ahead and fixed my hair. Okay, we're gonna jump into this Mild Cosmetics Slick Waterline Eye Pencil in Ivory. I don't know yet if I'm going to do mascara on the lower lash line, but for now, let's put some of this on the waterline. Bunch of wind outside. I don't know if you can hear that. Okie dokie. Now we're going to jump into lips. And like I said, I bought some new products from Makeup Forever. I was watching Bailey Sarian and her Murder Makeup and Mystery Monday series, and she wore this combo and it looks so beautiful on her. So it's one of the matte liquid lips in the shade 240 Rose Now and Always. How cute is that? This is what it looks like. This is my very first Makeup Forever liquid lip, and she also used one of their artist color pencil, and this is in the shade 604 Up and Down Tan. It just looks so pretty on her, and honestly it's probably not even going to look the same on me. Oh my gosh, let me take off the plastic. Okay, we're good to go. So pretty. Oh, feels creamy. Okay, my white man is up. My husband should be grabbing him. Formula is nice. Very soft. They were having the friends and family and I got 30% off. That's the only reason I purchased this. Okay, these are my first Makeup Forever lip products, and that pencil you can actually use for anything. Oh, that is so pretty. I don't know if it goes with the eye look. I don't think it goes. Those are my kids. I might change the lip because it doesn't go, but I did want to show you guys. This is gonna be perfect for fall. Ooh. This formula is nice. Doesn't feel like your normal matte formula. I just put some on my nose. And it has, I like the scent it has. It's almost like a citrusy scent. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but that's the lip. I'm gonna change it up. I just wanted to show you. So pretty. Formula is comfortable. Not dry at all. I haven't really been using my matte liquid lips, so it's odd that I purchased a matte liquid lip, but I'm telling you, it just looks so beautiful on Bailey Sarian that I had to purchase it. Okay, I went in to the Natasha Denona gloss from My Dream collection. It seems like whenever a lip combo doesn't work out, I end up just putting that gloss with the lip liner that I chose for the look. I tried wiping off the liquid lip, but you can still see a tiny bit of it. So it kind of goes, it kind of doesn't, but I'm leaving it like this because it feels good. Okay, so this little Melt Cosmetics palette, it's very cute. It's a cute palette. I definitely feel like if I want a purple themed palette, this is the way to go. 8 shades for sure. Most of the shades performed beautifully. The only one that I'm iffy about is Chismosa. Purple's just a very hard shade to develop, so I hear. So that one didn't layer so great on top of that first transition shade I went into. But other than that, everything else performed great. I didn't use how many shades? 2 out of the 6. So I didn't use these 2 shades. I used everything else. It's a cute little palette. I enjoy the concept. I think it's a cute idea. It seems like right now astrology collections are the in thing because Kathleen Lights came out with that, what is it, Lights Lacquer collection, the Zodiac collection, I think it's what it's called. I'm not sure, but apparently astrology is in right now. Some of the other palettes in this collection caught my eye, but I decided just to pick up the one that belongs to my sign, Gemini, and I like the eye look I created. I think it's cute, very purple. I don't wear purple too often, and I probably should, but yeah, okay. I just feel like it's the right amount of shades for a purple palette. The Makeup Forever lip products. I really enjoy this formula. I think it's pretty. It doesn't dry down completely because it does feel a tiny bit tacky, but it does stain your lips. And this lip liner is very pretty. This shade is gorgeous. I'm glad I picked it up, and I have a feeling it's going to become a new favorite. Like I mentioned, you can use these like as eyeliner as well, which is pretty neat. So a multi-purpose liner, which we love. Okay, but here is the finished look. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun. I always enjoy get ready with me videos because I get to just put on the makeup, not worry about telling you all the details about it and all that good stuff. It's just nice to kind of sit down, put on makeup, hang out, and almost feel like I'm connecting with you guys, like I'm sitting right next to you getting ready, if that's what you use these videos for, you know, to get ready before work. So much fun. I love the look I created. I think it is super pretty. I'm gonna look extra for my run and down. But yeah, this is it. This is the completed look, the end of this get ready with me video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. Any like, any comment, anything helps out my channel tremendously. I'm hoping we can hit 2,000 subscribers soon. That would really just make this year extra special. With that being said, I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. Alright guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye!